So what is your most hated battle mech? What's that one mech that you see when it's on the table and you're like, the mission is off? We need to go for this. I'm pulling in a little bit of that narrative, a little bit of that tabletop narrative into Battletech and really kind of this idea of stepping out of space and time. This idea of you and I are taking a few moments out of our life, out of responsibilities to roll some dice, have some fun, and play a game. So certainly it's a war game. Certainly I want to win. Certainly you want to win. But can we kind of create that story? So it's interesting to see how certain rivalries develop over time. And from that perspective, hated mechs, it's not like, look, you've got this mech on the table. It favors the mission. It's very powerful. I really have to commit to destroying it. I mean, that's not so much in my mind a hated mech or something that I have to bring that to, because tactically, like I have no choice. I can't have this machine running around, right? We can't have this happening. The mission has to go. When stepping combined arms for a moment, I've got 2 LRM carriers parked in the back with infantry spotting teams scattered throughout the board. I can't be sad-faced when you target those LRM carriers. When I have an SRM carrier rolling up into position and you're trying to strike it, you got to take that thing out. I mean, I get it. So we're going to put that aside. But there are 2 examples in my games where, mission aside, I need to deal with this because I hate it. I love you, but I also hate you. So the first is one of my friends who's an excellent Battletech player. So we've got that, right? Excellent narrative player, excellent tactics. He loves a Jenner. It's one of his favorite mechs. Just so happens to be very, very potent. I love Jenners. I love it when I'm fielding a Jenner. I hate it when he plays this Jenner. And I need to destroy that Jenner at all costs because tactically he is going to use that extremely well. And that has gotten me in trouble so many times where I almost wonder what's like, at this point, do I just ignore the Jenner? But I can't because it's a Jenner. It's not like it only has one medium laser. Like, it's got speed, it's got the missiles, it's got the medium lasers. It's absolutely nuts. And in one game with the clans, I was playing Jade Falcon, restoring order to the Desgra inner sphere, the corrupt houses, and I wasn't even thinking. I had my summoner fire off on the Jenner because I see the Jenner running up, and just I forgot what era I was in for a moment. So it's like, oh, challenge issued, and it's like, oh, I just shot at the Jenner. So I issued that challenge. So now the Jenner is literally running around the whole table, running away from me. And I've got this, battle mech that is very potent, clan mech that essentially is just now just hanging out. I mean, I tried to chase the Jenner down. I'm trying to shoot at it. I was never going to catch up to it. Battle value wise, just running and gunning. And the Jenner was smart. Didn't shoot at anybody else. Didn't do anything Desgra. Didn't break any laws of combat. It was pretty crazy. But I hate that Jenner. Now, other targets that just need to happen. Just the narrative demands it. Tabletop, honor, glory. It just demands it. If you have a command mech, we'll play sometimes where you'll have a commander pulling in a little bit of the role-playing aspects. Or you have a mech that has survived numerous battles and is your lance leader. I'll try to target that. I'll try to take that out, even if it's not always 100% tactically viable. I mean, there might be some better targets. I'm not going to sacrifice the whole game, but yeah, I'll try and take your command mech out. So we have examples of that. And the biggest example, a friend of mine has the sculpt, the Stalker, the old metal Iron Wind Stalker sculpt, where it's kind of like left foot forward, right foot back, kind of dancing. I've got that same miniature. Often what we'll do is we will pick our mechs ahead of a game. So it's like, how much battle value do you want to play? Okay, let's do 6K. Combined arms? Yeah. Artillery? Sure. Air support? Let's leave it out for now, or maybe we include it. So we agree ahead of time. Maybe we agree on a mission, maybe we don't. Depends on the intel. And then you buy your toys. You spend your battle value, you spend your C-bills, and then we come to the table and we do the reveal. Now, there's certain mechs that I'm going to play. There's certain mechs maybe I know you're going to play. I've got some experimental stuff. Anytime that I play a Stalker and my friend plays the Stalker, we have to go head-to-head. We always go head-to-head. We will close. It's like, here's the mission and here's the mini-mission. And what's the narrative? Maybe it's like two brothers, rivals on different sides of the inner sphere, or just two mech warriors that might have worked for a mercenary company and had a falling out. Like, we don't even know, but whatever the mission is, we're still going to win it. But now these two stalkers are going to slowly close, get to point blank, base to base, hex to hex, and usually start kicking the heck out of each other. That's a narrative that just like, it needs to happen. As soon as we put down those two stalkers, those two exact stalkers, the rivalry, only to be rebuilt at a tremendous cost of C-bills to see the table again months later and repeat that cycle of rivalry. So what are some of the examples in your games where, yes, we've got the tactics. Yes, we're trying to win the tabletop, but that narrative, that Battletech universe, the crazy stuff that happens, how do we immerse ourselves in that?